Yeah. Welcome to the Church of Joe Stone podcast. Come on in and sit down and kick your seat back. We got a lot to talk about and you know I spaz. See this the people showing, yeah, I'm gonna get a bag. But we gon' kick the truth first and make these politics, trending topics, yeah, I do all that. Better than everybody that do all that. Wait, this the diss record or a podcast?
Welcome to the Church of Joe Stone podcast.
Come on in and sit down and kick your seat back. We got a lot to talk about and you know I spaz. See this the people showing, yeah, I'm gonna get a bag. But we gon' kick the truth first and make these niggas mad. Politics, news, trending topics, yeah, I do all that. Better than everybody that do all that.
Welcome to the Church of Joe Stone podcast.
Hey, 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 hey.
Welcome to the Church of Joe Stone podcast.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, they can't fuck with me. One more time for the team. Yeah. Welcome to the Church of Joe Stone podcast. Come on in and sit down and kick your seat back. Did you get extra cheese with my pizza? We got a lot to talk about and you know I spaz. See this the people showing, yeah, I'm gonna get a bag. But we gon' kick the truth first and make these niggas mad. Politics, news, trending topics, yeah, I do all that. Better than everybody that do all that.
Welcome to the Church of Joe Stone podcast.
How you guys doing? I'm Joe Stone. This is the Church of Joe Stone podcast. I am in the process of going live on Instagram, so if you don't mind, I am typing stuff on Instagram, so don't hate me. But as you sit in there, drop your CD and stay down below so we can shout you out. We got a good show for you playing tonight. It will be started in just a second. Let's see, podcast, behind the scenes. Okay, we're live, goddamn. All right, guys, so as you're sitting there, drop your CD and stay down below. We're going to comment. Let me find my comments, man. I don't know where that window is at. I got all kind of stuff. I wish y'all could see. What's up, Kamani? What's up, Ricky? What's up, Reanimator? What's up, Hi Kia? What's up, everybody? Drop your CD and stay down below. We're going to shout you out. We're about to get ready for the show. Yeah, I'm about to start it in 2 seconds, man. I got too much stuff going on, guys. I got my phone going live on Instagram. Hey, somebody on Instagram, do me a favor and type in watch the podcast live on YouTube, link in the bio so I can tag it because people going to be wondering why they can't see why I'm not talking to y'all and shit when they come in late. So somebody type that down below so I can tag it in the comments and shit. I'd appreciate that. Anyway, we're about to start the show in about 2 seconds. How you guys doing? How y'all doing tonight, man? We got Sands in the house. She over there doing some shit. I don't know. All right, so let me get this shit going, man. Let me start the podcast. All right. I almost had a crisis. I thought my TikTok got deleted for like 2 seconds right when you walked off, saying shit had got real. I almost fucked around and threw my goddamn phone. Woo! That was a close one, guys.
Oh no.
Yeah, they banned the video today. They banned, bro, every time and this is the whole ass part. TikTok is some bullshit because they'll ban the video from like goddamn 2 years ago. They got the thanks B. I appreciate you. Them niggas, they went and picked a video that I dropped like 2 months ago and fucking gave me a 3-day ban because of a video I dropped 2 months ago. Like, they be fucking with a nigga, man.
Somebody reported it.
What's up, Miss Melanin Flows?
Somebody reported it.
Bro, and it's crazy. Anyway, let's get to I'm gonna start the podcast right now. This is the Church of Joe Stone podcast, and I'm your host, Joe Stone. Welcome. Yeah, guys, we have a great show for you playing tonight. The dope thing is, so we're not doing any current event stuff. We're going straight to the Reddit stories. What I did was I went and found all the stories that I cannot post on TikTok, can't post on YouTube, where we can only talk about right here because they're a little extra. And, they're a little extra, so we're going to get into them. So this is going to be kind of our, I don't even want to say, I'll say explicit podcast, but it's not even that explicit, man. It's not. It's just, these are the more interesting, more juicy stories, so I hope you enjoy them. It's going to be dope. Yeah, so I'm excited. What else? Also, let me just get that out here. I want to thank everybody that's been leaving reviews on the podcast. We have one of the fastest growing podcasts in the world right now. Top 25% after like 14 episodes. This shit is unheard of as an independent company. So I'm just gonna put that out there, but we could not have done it without you. So if you don't mind, leave a review and a rating on whatever app you listen to us on. So if you're on Spotify, if you're on Apple Podcasts, it doesn't matter. Leave a review. I really appreciate it, and give us 5 stars because, we appreciate it. And what I'm gonna start doing is, if you do leave a review, at the end of each show, I'm going to go through and I'm going to read the reviews and thank the people that leave reviews. So if you do that for us, I'll definitely take time out to, show our appreciation. Also, I got to get all this out the way. We a real business now. You know what I'm saying? We got a sponsor, the first sponsor for the show, Oil Well CBD. You can go find them at Instagram, Oil Well CBD. They're a Houston-based company with 3 locations, and they are also online. They ship everywhere. They have all types of dope CBD products. So yeah, definitely holler at them. If you are in town, holler at them. If you like CBD products, go to their Instagram, follow them, show them some support. And we are also doing a $300 giveaway with Oil Well CBD. So if you are listening to the podcast, the giveaway is still going on. It doesn't stop till I think this Saturday, which would be the 24th or something like that. So go to their Instagram at Oil Well CBD, or you can go to my Instagram. It'll be up tomorrow by the time you hear this, and you'll be able to go to my Instagram, and then you can follow them from me, and go follow, comment on the post, and you can enter to win $300. And this is a real contest because they are not giving me this money. I can't keep it. It's for you. So, go enter to win. It's easy money. Why not? It takes 2 seconds. Anyway, now that I done got all the business out the way, you know what I'm saying? We a real company now. We got to get some shit out the way. You can't just be all entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get the videos for free, but I got work to do on this side. So anyway, we going to get to the first story. Sans, how you doing? Before I do that, Sans, how are you doing? How you feeling?
Hello. How are you? I'm doing great. I got to do my little intro. I'm doing great.
How was your Atlanta weekend? Did you turn up?
I turned up one night. That was on a Thursday. My sister ended up taking us to this place. I don't remember what it's called, like Garden Park. Oh, Garden Park, I think it's called. And it was cool. It was like you had to have a reservation. The reservation was $200.
Fancy. Oh, wait. What? The reservation was $200?
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
It was $200 for the reservation. It came with a bottle of champagne and then some things that I was allergic to. And they didn't really have any. Right.
So wait, what kind of food did they serve?
They had so I guess what came with it was like some salmon croquette. Some people are going to get on me for saying it like that because it's two different ways you can say salmon.
Is this like is this one, because in Atlanta, most restaurants are also like park clubs. So is there like park clubs, park lounge as well? Is that the reason why you got the bottle with it?
They had a DJ, but it wasn't, I don't think it was anything park club. It was more so like loungy, but there was a lot of tables. So it was like dinner plus, I think they're famous for brunch, but it was like that plus, and it was a late night brunch is what they called it. So like breakfast after dark. That's what they call it. Breakfast after dark.
Oh, okay.
And so, it was cool, but we could have cooked the food at the house a lot more seasoned. I get what they were going for. It was probably like on the healthier side, but when I get lamb chops, I'm like, damn, like
they weren't seasoned.
But it was probably like on the more healthier scale. So if you don't like put a whole bunch of seasoning in your food.
Oh, no, I was talking to Instagram. No, my bad. I was talking to Instagram.
Oh. Yeah, so, I guess if you don't put a bunch of, seasoning in your food, then you probably would love it. But some people, I've had my sister's cooking, and then I'm like, sister, you could have made this at home.
Well,
This
anyway,
wasn't worth $200.
your long drawn out story that went nowhere, I thought was going somewhere. She just gonna take all day to get to the end of the story. Anyway, well, at least so it wasn't
Always.
good. It wasn't good.
I wouldn't have spent $200 for it.
Okay, got you. All right, well, jumping into the first story, you know what I'm saying? That was. Thank you for taking us down that pointless ass story.
Sorry.
That pointless ass negative story, but nah. So wait, I'm
DJ was cool.
Okay, but you
DJ
like
was
the food.
cool.
Look, if I spend $200,
No.
I better like the food, fam. Well, look,
Exactly. I'm not going back.
All right, guys. So look, our first crazy Reddit story, man. Okay, so my girlfriend gets mad when I don't go down on her, but refuses to shave/trim. All right, I'm a 29-year-old male, and I got with my current girlfriend, who's a 25-year-old female, about 9 months ago. Things have been great. We have a really good chemistry, and our sex lives are exciting as they can be under current circumstances. What the hell does that mean? One issue that comes up more recently is the fact that I don't go down on her near as often as I used to. About 6 months ago, my girlfriend stopped shaving. I don't really have a problem with it most times, but there are things about an unkept, bushy vagina that just don't make me want to put my face in it. Facts. I definitely don't get turned on by the idea like I used to, and I used to go down on her almost any time we had sex, and my girlfriend has noticed. We got into a fight the other day because she goes down on me somewhere regularly, but she's mad I don't reciprocate anymore. When I told her it's because she doesn't shave or trim down there, she got really offended and started talking about her bodily autonomy and how what she does or doesn't do shouldn't determine whether I find her sexy or not. That's absolutely retarded. Sorry. Oh, we can't say that word. That's absolutely stupid, but we're going to continue. Now, she refuses to have sex unless I go down on her first. Oh, she drawing some lines. Now she refuses to have sex unless I go down on her first. At first, I just dealt with it. I'm still really attracted to her, and the bush isn't a deal breaker. I just don't like to do it. But now it's getting kind of ridiculous, and I'm feeling resentful about how she is approaching it. We haven't had sex in a little over 2 weeks because we're now playing this game of sexual chicken. I'm not sure what to do. On the one hand, I think she's right. If she doesn't want to shave, that's her decision. But on the other hand, I feel like this isn't fair, that she gets mad at me for not wanting to go down on her when she doesn't trim or shave. I feel like those aren't outrageous requests, and I know I would be looked down upon for expecting head without accommodating her needs. Facts. I guess I'm looking for advice. The thing is, it's starting to get between us, but I feel like I should just bite the bullet and ignore my feelings on the matter. Look, that's what you shouldn't do. Do not ignore your feelings on the matter. This is something that men do. Especially men who happen to be shooting, punching above their weight. They ignore their feelings, and then the women that they're with also ignore their feelings, and then they go on living life miserable with the woman who treats them like garbage. So no, stand up for yourself. But getting on to the topic of the day. Your girlfriend doesn't want to shave her vajayjay. It's getting a little wild down there, and it's turning you off, and you don't know what to do. Well, this is the thing. The same way she has full autonomy with her body, which granted she deserves and she should get that respect, it's the same way you have full autonomy with how you feel about her body. So yeah, she can't expect you to, regardless of what she chooses to do with her body, for you to find her attractive. That just makes no sense. If she gained 500 pounds and you aren't into the biggest girls in the world, then you're not going to want to have sex with her. If she started rolling around in mud and stopped taking showers before y'all had sex, you wouldn't be attracted to her. So she can't draw that line in the sand unilaterally and say, look, you have to take me as I am with this bushy ass vagina, and you better hold your breath, fam, and get to it. If she's frustrated with the fact that she's not getting as much head as she wants to get, then she needs to make some changes. This relationship isn't just about her and her sexual pleasure. How you feel about it matters, and how you feel about her body matters, because you are both in a sexual relationship with each other. I feel like she needs to do some bending on her side. Maybe you guys can work it out some type of way. Maybe y'all don't go bald eagle. Maybe you trim around the edges. Maybe you put a star down there. Maybe you give it a fade, number 2 against the grain, and then we can move forward. But I don't think that it's fair for you to have to contend with all this hair and, plucking shit out your teeth when all you're trying to do is please a woman that you love. And I think that how you feel about it is as important as how she feels about it in the relationship. And that's just how I feel. I don't know. Sans, you a woman. I know usually we don't agree on half the shit. So I want to see what you got to say. Because I know you're going to be like, no, fuck all that shit. All right, let's go.
You know what? I agree with you. I agree with you.
Oh,
Yeah, like, okay, so I'm a cosmetologist and one of the services I provide is waxing, full body waxing, men and women. Um I wax my own self just because that's just what I do. And I do bald. But there are some people who aren't okay with it. What I would suggest for him is to, he's already stated how he feels about it, whatever, whatever. And some people don't want to wax or don't want to shave because of a whole bunch of things. We get a little bit technical with it, but I'm not going to do that. I would say that in order for them to compromise, probably, like you said, number two against the grain, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be helpful. So it's not like a full on, but you are something else. So
I showed her my
so
hair.
it's
That's why she
not
laughed, guys, on the podcast.
so it's not like a full on bush, but I do believe that in this situation it would have to be compromised. You have been together for you said 9 months. So in that case, I would go ahead and say, that at that point it should be a compromise. If you want to, but I'm also pro-choice. So if you don't want to do that, you don't want to do that.
No, fair
But
enough.
it
you
will
don't have
cause
to.
problems.
Yeah, you just not. You gonna be getting
Right.
a whole lot less
It will
hair around
continue
this
to
bitch.
cause problems.
Hey, know what
I
you
mean,
know?
yeah, it's
So what do you think about this? Instead of having a conversation, I mean, you should have a conversation. But if communication has failed, what you got to do, fam, because men, from what I don't know, I just assume that men grow faster than women. That's probably crazy to think, but now that I think about it, I don't have any evidence. That's I don't know why that was a thing in my brain. Like I just as I was thinking it, I was like, you have no evidence to support this. Like there's no like why do you think that? Like this is so stupid. But this is what you should do.
It happens.
Grow yours out. Grow it out. You go get Mr. Afro popping and then see how she likes, having the fucking part, you know what I'm saying, dig in there and figure it out.
I mean, but
See
that's
how she feels
different. That's different.
What you
That's
mean?
different. I wax men too.
So
Not
what you mean
all
is
men
different?
have hair that grow along. I'm
Oh,
trying to
okay.
watch my words
Okay.
here.
Okay. Oh, got you.
So that's
She's
that's
saying
different.
you're not going to be able to grow the type of. Hers is going to be a little
Right.
worse. That's what you're trying to say. Well, how about this?
Hers would be more in the way than his.
You know what he could start doing? Stop wearing deodorant. There you go. And then you go a few days and you be like, look, I don't like the chemicals on my body. I want to have a natural scent. Let's rock with that. I mean, a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people don't like wearing deodorant. A lot of people feel like, they want the natural smells. And so hit her with that. And see after about
True.
4 days of ball sweat, how she rocking with you. And tell her, look, you cannot stop being attracted to me even though my balls stink. That's all you got to tell her. That's my opinion.
Still gonna be attracted. She just gonna be irritated, probably most likely.
More than likely. All right, so that was a good one. That was a cool one. All right, so let me see what else I got for us today. We got some crazy shit. All right, so let's see. It's one that was ridiculous. Well, first of all, I'm gonna put this out there. They're all ridiculous. Let's see. All right, this is a long one. I'm trying to see if I even feel like, well, nah, y'all deserve it. I'm gonna give y'all a long one because this shit is long as shit. All right. Well, before I do that one, let's do another short one. Oh, this is hilarious. Okay, I gotta do this one because Sans, I want you to tell me you got a kid, I got a kid. This is gonna be a good one because, this is why I don't have girls. Let's go. All right. My daughter asked for permission to give her boyfriend a hand job. What do I say? She's a teenager living at home with us and just started dating her first boyfriend. We have a very close relationship and are open about a lot of things, but I was caught off guard when she asked me. Apparently, they've not done anything sexual yet, but have been talking about experimenting, and she wanted to know if it was okay to do it when he comes over for dinner tonight. Jesus, she gonna give you the time and date? Woo! She said that because she's living in our house, she doesn't feel comfortable doing anything sexual without asking first. I had no idea what to say, so I just told her, hey, let's talk about it later. I, of course, don't want to say no, but it also feels weird to say yes if that makes sense. Or no, that makes perfect sense. If I tell her she can do whatever she wants, then I'm sure they'll do it. It's going to be so awkward now when he comes over later. Imagine a little guy coming to you, like your daughter's boyfriend comes over and like, he's about to get a hand job and you know it. Like, that's so crazy. Okay. It's going to be so awkward now when he comes over later because at some point they'll disappear off to her room and I'll know exactly what they're doing. Facts. I really just wish she hadn't said anything. Laugh out loud. What do I do now? Okay, so also this is the PS. Also, now that she's asked, would it be unreasonable to ask for her to use a condom? I'm sure it will make a mess, and I'm usually the one who does the laundry. Oh Lord, Jesus. Okay, so first of all, shout out to this person for being parent of the year because I do not know a lot of children who feel comfortable enough to have this open dialogue with their parents when it comes to sex. And it's super positive, the fact that your daughter thought enough of your relationship and had enough, I don't even know, what's the consideration and respect for your relationship to sit you down and ask you this question. That's extremely mature. That should be praised. And at the end of the day, like, the truth is we don't want to know about these things as parents, but at the same time, it's a good thing she asked, and I think that, I mean, the only thing you can do is say yes. If you say no, all you're doing is delaying the inevitable, and you could be ruining this open relationship. And she's gonna do it anyway. Trust me, she's gonna you can't stop these things from happening. When people want to have sex, they're gonna have sex or whatever the hell they want to do. So I think it's dope that you were able to have this conversation with her. I think you should tell her yes. The condom thing, it's a hand job. You do the laundry. Y'all, I mean, apparently, we already here. We already crossed the boundaries of like, I might not cross boundaries, but we're already at this point. So we might as well throw in, hey, put a condom on so that way I ain't got to, clean, 15-year-old boy jizz off the sheets later. That would be nice. So yeah, I think it's cool. Like, I mean, I think all you can do is say yes and keep it pushing. What you think, Sans? How do you feel about this?
Whew, that's interesting. I agree. It's beautiful that the daughter have that confidence to ask those questions. But
All right. So check this out.
I wouldn't want that in my house. Why would you tell me that?
You want them to sneak, and that's the thing. You be like, don't sneak. Tell me, talk to me. Then when they come, it's some bullshit. So let's role play.
If they start out with the condom, that would be great because then she's always gonna be like, oh, okay.
But first of all, hold on. I gotta speak up for my boy though. I gotta speak up for my boy.
Wrap it up.
Nobody wants a hand job with it. First of all, a hand job is the lowest level of anything. Nobody wants a hand job with a condom on. Like, goddamn, I can't feel your fingers. Like, no,
you can feel it.
Barely? Like, what are we doing here? Like, birth control or the condom on we gonna wear a condom for a hand job. Nah, bro. That's a little bit much. Nah, man. I might as well stay home. I could do this shit myself. At that point, I could just do this shit myself.
Be safe.
What are you here for? All right. So, okay, so check this out. So your son gets old enough and he comes to you, Mom, I got a girl coming over tonight. I want to hit her with the knuckle shuffle. What you saying?
What? First of all, what the hell is a knuckle shuffle?
I don't know.
What is a knuckle shuffle, baby? What is that?
I want to hit it with the spirit fingers.
You know what? I want to be that. Okay, that makes more sense because I've seen that movie.
Got it.
That makes more sense. I feel like, I want to be that mom to where the kids come to the crib because I feel like, I want to know what's going on. I'm not going to be too much in a business, but I would like to know what's going on. So I would be like, okay, just don't lick it.
Well, okay. I mean, you the mom. That's a good.
There's a lot of things going on, and there's a lot of people. I'm an advocate for safe sex.
No, I mean, look. I agree.
So, until that person, as long as if y'all go and both get tested, you know, and y'all are both clean, then I'm all for it. Go ahead. But at the don't bring no babies up in my house. It's hard. It's hard.
Well,
It's hard. It's
well,
hard.
shout out to her starting off with a hand job. Like, that's a good, wholesome way to,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Start off with a hand job. Let's just start there. Let's, hand stuff.
Do that.
Cause most,
do that.
cause look, you really are a good parent because most kids ain't starting off with hand jobs. They going straight to the real thing. So you doing great. The fact that your kid
And not
wanna,
using protection.
facts
And having
So
babies.
Exactly. So you're doing great that your daughter, sits down and wants to have a conversation with you about this because everybody ain't got it that night. So shout out to the good parenting, man. All right.
That's what's up.
Shout out, man. That's dope. Well, hold on, man. My window is disappearing. It's one of them days, man. Let me see. Overlays. Scenes. There we go. Okay, cool.
Just
All
one
right.
of them days.
All right, so next one, man. Let's see what we got. Ooh, this is a good one. All right, this is one I want to talk about. All right, so check this out. I, a 22-year-old male, think my religious girlfriend, a 25-year-old female, is sexually manipulating me into marriage. All right, so check this out. My girlfriend, a 25-year-old female, and I, a 22-year-old male, haven't had sex yet. Not with each other. Not with anyone. For religious reasons, she wants to remain a virgin until her honeymoon night. My initial reaction was like, sucks, but fair enough. Her choice, let me see where this goes. For the record, my reason for being a virgin has nothing to do with any religion. You just couldn't get no pussy. All right. No man is choosing to be a virgin at 22. All right. For the record, my reason for being a virgin has nothing to do with any religion. I've just been too socially inept to make sufficient attempts to actually have sex. However, the one time I did man up and approach a girl, it happened to be the girl who absolutely had no plans to give it up until she met Mr. Right, which may or may not be me. God damn. That said, our relationship is now 1 year old and we're so in love it's borderline disgusting. We've low-key been discussing marriage, which she seems keen on, but I've made it clear I'm not on that level yet. Recently, though, my girlfriend and I have been living under the same roof. A first for us. She's staying with me while my roommate is out of town. We haven't seen much of each other because of the pandemic, so needless to say, we were excited to spend time together. We would kiss and cuddle, even sleep in the same bed, but she never allowed anything beyond that. Whenever my hand gravitated towards her boob or butt, she would become flustered and pull away. In those moments, my boner would visibly throb inside my pants, and I could tell by the sneaky glances she liked it. Okay. As the days went by, she seemed to be doing everything in her power to trigger more boners, changing clothes in front of me, begging me to piggyback her to and from the shower while she's wearing nothing but a towel, moaning whenever we make out. All the stuff she's never done with me before. Worst of all was when she prayed at night. Hearing her pray was nothing new, but what the fuck? Where are we going with this? Hearing her pray was nothing new. But hearing her go into detail about her lustful thoughts was not only new, it was fucking hot. Pardon the pun, but it became really hard for me not to get turned on. Last night was no different. She was on her knees praying while I was laying in bed with another boner. As soon as she... Y'all both going to hell. I'm just going to put that out there. Laying in bed with another boner. As soon as she prayed about wanting to taste my cum, I got out of bed and took my raging boner to the bathroom where I furiously masturbated. When I returned to the bedroom, my girlfriend laughed and asked what had happened to my heart on. I wasn't laughing though. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The shit, I'm gonna tell women something, ladies something. I'm gonna stop this for 2 seconds so I can just get this out here. This is a public service announcement because women don't even know this is a thing. For men, teasing is cute up until a point. After that point, teasing is extremely frustrating and irritating, and you will piss a man off. So be careful with that teasing shit, especially if you're teasing with no intention of taking this any further. Just throwing that out there. As soon as she prayed, okay, I might repeat the taste of my cum part. When I returned to the bedroom, my girlfriend laughed and asked what happened to my heart on. I wasn't laughing though. Call it post-nut clarity or whatever, but I told her that I feel like she's going out of her way to turn me on, and it's unfair because it makes me want to fuck and we can't. She shrugged and told me the only thing stopping us from fucking all day, every day was a ring on her finger. Sound like a setup to me. If that wasn't savage enough, she got completely naked and climbed into bed. You know, because she randomly felt like sleeping in the nude, which has never happened before. I told her I wasn't going to play this game anymore and spent the night on the couch. We have one more week left in the apartment before my roommate comes back. Would it be a dick to ask my girlfriend to leave sooner because I think she's being too sexy? Just because I'm the one having a hard time managing my sexual urges, does it give me the right to be upset at my girlfriend for it? Am I the asshole? Woo! Okay, let me give you some man advice. All right, so check this out. You should never be in a relationship where you are being forced to repress your sexual urges if that's not what you want to do. Like you said, your plan is not, you are not a virgin by choice. You just happen to get into a relationship with someone who plans on being a virgin for a very long time. Now, the only way she's going to come up off that ass is if you give her a ring. It seems like she's doing everything in her power to tempt you and then force you to buy her that ring so that she can get married, because otherwise you're not having sex. So yes, it does seem like she is using this to get you to marry her. And she wouldn't be the first woman at all. Like, this is the very common thing that happens. It used to be even more common when women would actually wait for marriage, or at least lie about waiting for marriage. But you're going through it now in 2021. So yeah, you're in a relationship where you're being forced to stay a virgin, forced to be celibate, and it's not fair to you. So, but the thing is, you can't blame her for that because you chose this situation. You chose a relationship with someone who is sexually unavailable to you, and now you're stressed out. Now, putting that to the side, that's your fault in it. Now, her fault in it is she is absolutely teasing you. This is a purposeful thing. She is going out of her way to make it hard for you, and it's not fun and it's not fair to you. And this is the thing. It's all about communication. You got to sit down and talk to her and tell her how this makes you feel, because women don't have this same level of frustration. Women don't have this caveman monster part of their brain that sex lives in for men, where it's frustrating when this happens. Like, they get frustrated, but we get angry. There's two different things. We get angry when to punch a wall. You know, it's not the same thing that they go through. So she may not understand the predicament she's putting you in and how stressful this may be for you. And she may be just having fun or trying to spice up your relationship and give you some of what you want. So it's not just a dry ass, I'm a virgin and he with me relationship. She's probably trying to spice it up, but doesn't understand that she's actually doing more harm than good. That would be what I would think she's doing. I don't think that she's actually trying to use this whole ring thing to get you to marry her. But it's definitely a possibility. I think it's probably more likely she's trying to spice up the relationship, and she's playing you and herself at the same time by trying to do this dumb shit and just not keeping it PG-13 so that you can handle your urges, because you're a 22-year-old goddamn male. That means the wind blow too hard, your dick get hard. It's different for you, goddamn. So I think that you should remove yourself from the situation, remove her from the situation. Don't say you got to break up with her. If you think this is a relationship where it's worth waiting on her virginity and to get married, fair enough. But definitely get out that house, because no man wants to live like this. This just sounds like hell. This sounds like the worst thing in the world to me. I don't know. I know you're going to have the sauce, Sam, so come on, give me what you got.
One word comes to mind. The whole time he was reading that, I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. What? Okay, boundaries. Boundaries. That's the word that comes to mind. Dude gotta set some boundaries. Because at the end of the day, like that's real messed up. It is messed up. Obviously, I don't think that she's doing it quite on purpose. She probably don't even know. So I do disagree with you there. She
Facts.
probably doesn't know that she's doing that, because I don't feel like he's being as communicative as he should be. But he got to set some boundaries. Yes, kick her ass out. Kick her. Go, ma'am, go. Take you and your seduction and the flirtation and all that. Take it out. Go away. Y'all been dating a while, so it makes sense, that you would want to like continue like whatever your arrangement is. But that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you can't, if that's what you want to do, you can't get in the bed naked like that.
Yeah, that's
You
not
can't.
fair.
It's not fair. It's not fair. And it really sounds like, it does sound like it can be a manipulative tactic,
Mhm.
but I really don't think that she knows, because like you said, they're a little bit younger.
Mhm.
I
And
wasn't thinking,
and
I
she
wasn't
has
on
no
this
sex
scale.
history. And she has no sex history, so she don't really even know the power of what she's doing. Like, she doesn't understand what's happening here. He barely understands it, hell. He never had a girl in his naked in his bed. So, you know.
Yeah, he got to set some boundaries. I feel like set some boundaries and let her know how you feel, like to the extent of how you feel. Just like you were describing it, he probably didn't describe it to her like that. He probably was like, man, this sucks.
Yeah.
But a lot of people aren't able to communicate their feelings, and that I feel like is what causes a lot of issues in relationships. So I feel like, no, you're not an asshole for telling her to leave. Just be communicative and explain why you feel the way that you feel, why you want her to leave, and maybe she'll hear it. Maybe she'll hear it. Because some people don't, but if you're able to explain yourself and say exactly why, then it is what it is. If she flips out, then she just not for you.
No, facts. And this is the thing. Like I said, no guy wants to be a 22-year-old virgin. If you don't want this situation, don't be the guy. And don't be this guy. Don't be the guy that hangs around waiting for some ass. Like, don't do that. Like, you can find better. Like, not even better, but you can.
It's everywhere.
Like it's everywhere, fam. Like, you don't have to. First of all, I don't even know how you found a virgin in 2021. There's a 25-year-old virgin. So, I mean, I don't even know how you found this motherfucker. So let's just throw that out there. She probably dated you because you couldn't find nobody else that would date her. Let's put that out there because this is your first girlfriend. So the fact that you, with your socially inept abilities, were able to pull this woman, and all of a sudden, and she's the one woman on earth that don't want to have sex with you. Yeah, it sounds kind of convenient. It adds up. 1 and 1 equals 2. Yeah, she couldn't find nobody better. You probably couldn't find anybody better at the time. And you got into a relationship with her, and now here we are. So I think that you should talk to her about it, see if you guys can work through these differences, but don't let this situation pigeonhole you into staying a virgin or like being with somebody in the hopes of having sex one day. You can just go learn how to talk to women. You can just go meet new people. Don't be stuck in this situation simply because you're waiting for some ass. That's a horrible reason to be in a relationship, but it's not fair to you or her. So, don't do that.
He gonna be mad. He gonna be
mad.
Because
it looked like you're going to buy that ring, fam. It looked like she ain't coming up off that. Just go put that out there. Because she got some self-control. All right, so let's see. Oh, this is some crazy shit. All right, this is a good one. I got another crazier. Nah, fuck that. I'm not even going to do this one. I'm going to find the one that I thought it was. I got you guys. 1 second. Oh, this is the most ridiculous ass. All right, so check this out. I, a 19-year-old male, ruined a perfectly good threesome with my roommate who's a 25-year-old male and his fiance who's a 25-year-old female just by opening my damn mouth. I am so annoyed with the amount of new threesomes I keep finding out about that happen to have 2 dudes and 1 girl. What? Is the ladies winning out here? Because it's like almost never anymore we come. Y'all really, and this is the thing, like you don't hear about this on social media. I only see this on Reddit. So I'm trying to figure out, like, is this some shit that's going on, but y'all niggas just not talking about it? Like, is these ladies winning and y'all just not saying nothing? And you know what I'm saying? That's gotta be it, because there's way too many stories of threesomes and it's always 2 dudes. But anyway, continue. So last night, I, a 19-year-old male, had my first threesome. 2 guys and 1 girl. Guy number 2, who's 25, was my roommate, and the girl, 25, was his fiance. The 2 of them approached me with the idea for a male-female-male threesome and pitched it as a win-win situation for all of us. On one hand, they'll get to explore their kinky side with someone they trust, and on the other hand, I get to lose my virginity in the company of 2 experienced people who know me. So you gonna lose your virginity in a threesome with another dude. You a wild young man. Not gonna lie, awkwardly losing my virginity in front of 2 people, especially 2 people who are my friends, one of which who lives with me, made my asthma flare up, but they ended up making me feel comfortable enough to agree to it. Fast forward to my roommate and I coming all over his fiance. She was face down, ass up on the bed, butt cheeks covered in nut juice. Jesus. Without thinking, I licked. This is where the story goes wrong. We're gonna let y'all know right now. This is where it goes completely left. without thinking, because there was nut juice all over the butt. She's butts in the air. I'm just painting the picture for you guys. Head down, ass up. We've all been. Well, I haven't been there. All the ladies have been there. We've all seen this before. Face down, ass up. Without thinking, I licked all the cum off her ass, mine as well as my roommates. I flipped her over and kissed her before swallowing the load. She licked my lips when we were done kissing, which kind of turned me on all over again. My roommate pretended like he was going to throw up and joked about how gross that was. I pretended like I was going to kiss him too when he literally ran out of the room, laugh out loud. It was all fun and games, or so I thought. I have a threesome. This is some gangster shit going on here. This morning, my roommate called me gay for being so willing. First of all, your roommate came and asked you to have a threesome with his girlfriend. Him throwing around the gay word is a little premature in my opinion. Now, you did do some wild shit, but we're going to continue. I'm just saying, he shouldn't be pointing fingers around this bitch. Anyway, this morning, my roommate called me gay for being so willing to not only swallow my own cum, but also his cum. His entire attitude was different now. According to him, the only reason he played it so cool at the time was because his fiance seemed to enjoy it. He said both of us behaved inappropriately by kissing each other in a way that made it impossible for him to participate. I apologized and made it clear that my intention was never to make anyone feel uncomfortable or left out. He said he won't hold it against me because it was my first time, but advised me never to do that again because it's not really something straight guys do. Straight guys don't have... Now, some straight guys do. I'm not going kink shame. I'm just saying, most straight guys is not inviting niggas to bang their girls with them. I'm just saying. And most straight guys aren't complaining about the fact that they didn't get the chance to kiss you, another man, with their girl. I'm just saying. That's weird. I mean, it's not weird, not kink shame. I'm just saying it's weird that he would say that. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I asked him if we're cool, and all he said was he can no longer look at me the same way, knowing I had his cum in my mouth. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I've been talking shit about him the whole time, your friend, but at the same time, it is hard to be friends with a guy after he had a piece of, okay, we're not even doing that. I'm just not gonna finish that sentence because I don't know where it was going. Anyway, yeah, so, what should you do? You need advice in the situation. You ruin the threesome. What happens now? Okay, so look, are you in the wrong for this? I just think this is what happened, bro. You were a 19-year-old virgin, which ain't too old, it's over 2021, but I'm not going to shame you. And there's nothing wrong with being a virgin. I'm not throwing that out there, but I'm just saying most men don't choose to be virgins. They're only virgins because they have to be. That's not a thing that men choose. So 19 isn't that bad. You had your first threesome. Cool. Maybe y'all didn't sit down and establish the rules before you started. That's probably a big part of this. Y'all didn't sit down and say what was okay, what wasn't okay. They also have to understand, you have no experience having real sex. The most sexual thing you've experienced is probably porn, which leads to horrible sex, because that's what happens to a lot of young men. They watch a whole lot of porn and think that that's how sex works and that's how sex looks. And that's neither one of those things 9 times out of 10. If you try to have sex with a woman the way that you see it in the porno, you're probably going to take an L and she's going to be pissed at you. So I think that maybe you have too many porn ideas in your head. Maybe you had a little bit too much research before you had practical practice, and you hopped into this with a little bit too much excitement, went a little crazy, and ended up with somebody else's cum in your mouth. I don't think you're a bad guy. I think you just got to set clear boundaries before you do this again, and understand that these are the kind of things that can happen, and to make sure you follow, the boundaries that you set with those people. Shout out to his girl being down with everything, because his girl with all the bullshit, he the only one complaining. I says, come on, give it to me.
He clearly a freak. He was trying to unleash it. That's all that was. He just wanted to unleash the freak. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think that his friend should have shamed him for such things. Maybe he had his own boundaries, which is fine. But yeah, no. That it wasn't cool. I don't think it was cool for his friend to shame him like that. Set your boundaries, that's fine. But I don't think nothing was wrong with that. And then, it's a lot of stuff, like guys be running trains and the whole like gangbang and all that. So I don't feel like it was an issue on dude's part. And it's a lot of people that's virgins out here. Like, shout out to the virgins. Shout out to y'all.
I don't feel like that is.
Well, so it's crazy. I'm the oldest of 5, and one of my siblings is 4 girls. One of them are virgins, and
How old is she?
We're in her 20s.
Okay,
I don't want to put them out there like that.
Yeah,
I
have I have somebody in my family. I ain't gonna put him out there because it's way more shameful for a dude. But I don't think he ever gonna hear this. All right, so look.
Look at you shaming him.
I'm not shaming him. I'm not saying it, but he didn't lose his virginity till he was like 27, and I wasn't even sure if like it actually happened. I like you know what I'm saying? Like he said he did, but I really didn't believe him. Like I'm pretty sure he lost it by now, but it was like 25, 27ish, and that was a lot, man. And it wasn't because and this is the thing. I'm not shaming guys for being virgins. I'm shaming guys that settle with the fact that they can't have sex. That's two different things. If you are saving yourself for marriage, or if you you just deciding to be celibate for whatever reasons, whatever those reasons are, they're perfectly fine. It's your body. I will support you.
Right.
But if you simply are not able to have sex because you don't have the skill to pick up women or you don't know how to talk to girls, that stuff, I'm not going to coddle you. You got to get out there and do it. You can only learn how to talk to women by talking to women. You can only break down this barrier by getting out there. So me telling you it's okay ain't gonna get you no ass. Me telling you, hey, bro, that shit's a little weird. And the other thing is, I gotta say this to dudes and be this harsh about it because if I don't, number one, they won't get off their ass, but also the outcomes. Two things happen to guys that go that long without losing their virginity. Either they become bitter or they become simps. Okay? And I don't want to see either one of those things. So either you become a bitter man that hates women and thinks that all women are bad and that, you know, whatever, you become one of those, what do they call them? What's the guys that don't have sex? What do they call the incels? The incels. You become an incel. So we don't want that. And also, or you become a simp. You start paying for ass. You start, you might pay for attention because you're too scared to ask for ass. I know guys like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, bro, if you are a virgin not by choice, then you got to work on it. You got to get out there and you got to do your thing. Get on Tinder, get on Facebook, shoot some shots, man. Go to the club, shoot some shots. Look, I'm going to tell you something that a lot of players will never tell you. This is just the truth of the game. No one will tell you this. You'll probably wait till you get old. Nobody gonna tell you this. The guys with the most bitches only have the most bitches because they shoot the most shots. That's it. Guys who are at the top of the pyramid who get all the bitches, they get turned down a lot. They shoot a lot of shots. They miss a lot. But you know what? They shoot so much it don't matter. If I shoot 20 times and I get one every 20, shit, I'm winning.
It's okay to be a virgin too. It's okay to be a virgin too.
Say it's like, look, this is horrible advice.
Yeah. Please stop.
Stop.
Wait.
I'm just saying, build your confidence,
man. It's okay to be a virgin too,
And it is. It's okay, but
do that. Like, it's your body, pro-choice. Hello.
But
it goes both ways.
I'm just saying, don't be one by choice. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, I'm sorry. Only be one by choice. That's what I'm saying. If you choose to do it, cool. But if it's an issue where you feel like you can't, trust me, you can. No matter what you look like, no matter how much you weigh, no matter what the circumstances are, if you try hard enough and you shoot enough shots, somebody gonna say, yeah, that's just how the game works. There's somebody out there for everybody. I'm just be honest with you. All right, so
everybody's different. Like, it didn't work with, it probably didn't work out with your roommate, but there's people that are into that are okay with that. I mean, yeah. Like, that's just one person. I wouldn't feel bad about, your first experience. Like, yes, it probably was like not the best as far as the response from your roommate, but I would definitely be like, there's people out there that really like, they get off on that. So
yeah, 100%. I have a Facebook friend. I don't know this guy in real life, but I have his Facebook friend. And he talking about that kind of shit. And I just be like, what the he apparently into that. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. Right. But hey, anyway, so people are into some things, man. People
it happens. It happens.
But you know what? We wouldn't even be thinking this is crazy if it was we wouldn't even be thinking this was crazy if it was a woman. Well, I wouldn't even think. I mean, it's still a little for two people's
double standard.
Yeah,
double
like
standard.
It's the double stuff for me. It's the double stuff. It's the mixing and matching for me. That's the thing that throw me off. But everything else is cool. Do your thing, fam. All right, so let me go get to another one. All right, so this is crazy. So Where did I get all these virgin posts from? I swear to God, I did not do this on purpose. I did not mean to make this the virgin special. Well, for some strange reason, all of these are virgin. I don't know where this came from. Anyway.
Can they see it? Can they see what other people post?
Yeah. What you mean?
That's probably where it came from then. If they could see the other people.
Oh,
no.
Like, oh yeah, but. Well, no, this is out of hundreds of posts. That's what I'm saying. I didn't went through. I don't know how they all ended up being hundreds. But so that's what I'm saying. They were sporadic. So look, I lost my 20. So I'm a 22-year-old male, and I lost my virginity to a friend, a 25-year-old female, who decided to surprise me the next day with a long list of mistakes I made in bed. Okay, check this out. She's a preschool teacher, and she seemed to really love her job. I appreciate that she enjoys teaching kids, but sometimes she forgets to deactivate her teacher mode when she's with me. Like she's always quick to give me the glasses on the tip jar of her nose. Oh, like she's always quick to give me the glasses on the tip of her nose, stare down before correcting me on a random word I pronounced wrong or something. It never really bothered me that she was like that, not until we decided to sleep together. She knew I was a virgin. I knew she had a high sex drive. We both knew every person on the planet was a potential incubator for COVID. So I guess the idea of us having sex during a time of social separation was kind of inevitable. 2 days ago, we hooked up. I enjoyed the experience and I thought she did too. Little did I know, she made a list of everything I did wrong. Jesus. She didn't waste any time sending me the list following. She didn't waste any time sending me that list the following morning. This is what I had to read a day after losing my virginity. Woo! Check this out, guys. This is some cold shit, goddamn. So this is her itemized list. This is a list that has items on it that she gave to him the morning after they had sex, and he lost his virginity to her. It's some cold-blooded shit. Check this out. Number 1, thrusting is not rapid in and out movements like you're impelling my vagina, but also swaying your hips like you're hula hooping in slow-mo. Number 2, if you notice me plucking one of your pubes from my tongue or teeth during a blowjob, just allow it to happen without providing an awkward apology. Number 3, follow up to number 2, hands off my head when I'm blowing you. I like how she really organized this. Number 4, no need to say I'm in when you put your penis inside another person. I thought it was nice to let people know what's going on. There's a difference between moaning, which is hot, and humming, which is weird. Dude, you're a hummer. Dude, you're a hummer. Number 6, repeatedly asking me if it feels good becomes distracting when it actually feels good. Number 7, kissing and groping is still possible during penetration. Otherwise, our upper bodies might as well just leave the room. Number 8, talking dirty sounds unnatural coming from you. I don't know. It's like hearing your favorite Disney character use the word fuck. Jesus! Fuck this man's confidence. Number 9, I'm not naked for nothing, so no need to close your eyes when I'm riding you. Funny. Number 10, teasing me with your tongue as you made your way towards my vagina was good until you kind of forgot about my vagina because you were too busy rimming my belly button. Number 11, consistency is key during oral, so I breathe heavier, moan harder, or grind on your face. Don't change what you're doing down there, otherwise you're never going to make me come. Number 12, consent is always good, but you don't need my permission to switch positions. Jesus. Number 13, you have a cum face. You must have. Please invent one if you don't, because an expressionless orgasm is unattractive as fuck. Based on how I described her personality, I probably should have seen this coming, but damn it, it was my first time. Show some mercy. Facts, Jesus. I'm so nervous to have sex again because I don't want that list to become even longer. Goddamn, you nervous about the test now. I don't want that list to become even longer. Do you think she's nitpicking for the most part, or am I just bad at sex? First of all, sir, let me just get this out of here. This is something that people don't talk about, and I'm going to enlighten you and let you in on some more game. Sex is a skill. It's not something that you're born with. You can get better at it, and most people do. It takes practice. It takes repetition. It's a skill. A lot of people think that, I just came out the womb slinging dick around here and making bitches, but that's not how that shit work in real life. That's porno talk, that's man talk, that's not real life. Real life is you have to work at sex. It is a skill. So no, yes, you probably were bad, but that was normal. Matter of fact, she probably expected you to be bad because you were a virgin. Her expectations for you were probably low. And so your expectations for yourself should be low as well. Don't blame yourself for being bad. It's okay. You can get better. And this list, while it is completely savage, and probably a horrible idea to give to a man the day after he loses his virginity, and he's 22. And it's probably heartbreaking, mind breaking, spirit breaking, confidence breaking. I wouldn't be surprised if the next time you pulled up on her, your dick don't get hard because now you got anxiety and frustration and all this other shit in the back of your head that you're dealing with that you didn't have to deal with before. So yeah, it's horrible. You are probably bad at sex and you can't get better at it. Was she wrong for doing this? I don't think she was wrong. I think that yes, she was wrong. I'm gonna put that. That could have been handled better. You know what I'm saying? There's a million different ways she could have handled that better. She could have sat you down and lovingly told you this. She didn't have to berate you and treat you like you were one of her kindergarten students and give you a 13-point lesson plan on everything you need to work on because that is simply emasculating, and she thought nothing of your feelings. And maybe in her teacher brain, she thought she was doing the right thing and trying to help you and was helping you improve your game, and maybe in her mind she was doing the right thing, but this is absolutely ridiculous. So yes, this is what you need to do. Take all the advice, because while on one side this is horrible, on the other side, it is very hard. Well, I'm not going to say very hard, but the majority of women are not used to and are not comfortable with expressing what they want sexually. And so you actually have an opportunity here to work with someone who is okay with working with you and get better. So it is dope that you do have this type of, what's the word? You're getting a review. You have this type of feedback, so now you can improve and you do know what's going on, because it would suck if you left her, did all of this silly stuff with another girl because you just don't know no better, and then, it's a less safe environment because she's not your friend, doesn't know you, you mess up, she don't want to talk to you again because you're the dude with the wag dick who licked her belly button for like 10 minutes. So, it's cool, and it's cool that you were bad. Just get better, practice, work with her. I would sit her down and tell her never do this shit again, just hurt my feelings, and I would like it if we could discuss this in a different way. I would be honest with her so you don't have to get another review like this. And that's all I got. Sans, you're a woman. You tell me, is this going too far? Do you agree?
Both. I feel like with dude, like, okay, so, girl, like, I'm all about communication. So yes, it was great that she said what she said, all of that. But that was pretty harsh.
Definitely.
And so I guess so she knew that he was a virgin.
Yeah, she knew.
Okay, so that made sense. She was just speaking for her though. She just speaking for her. So if that's the person that you want to continue to do things with, then that was just her. All women aren't like that.
Yeah. Well, you mean all women don't like what she likes, or you're saying all women aren't going to say this to him again?
Both.
Fair enough. I agree.
Both.
I agree.
Some women are like, some people won't even say anything. They just will ghost you.
That's what I'm saying.
Most
women,
that's nothing. And then other women will tell you, how they feel, but they won't be as harsh or as, and I don't want to even say harsh because it probably, like for her, it probably wasn't harsh. So,
but I feel like objectively it was harsh. Like you heard the story, I heard the story. We're two completely different parties. Objectively, I feel like we can say she may not have intended it to be harsh, but it was a harsh critique.
Yeah. And I mean, some people are just like that. Some people are like that. And it's cool to be honest and open and 100% be blunt about it. That's real cool for some people. But we live in a society where, people's feelings get involved and stuff like that. And some people aren't as forthcoming with their feelings and their thoughts. So I think it was cool that she was able to express herself in the manner that she did. It was very she definitely was very grammatically correct. Articulate. That was the word I was going for. I was going for that word. Thank you. So I do believe that was cool that she was able to do that, because some people really are shy enough to not even be honest and be like, hey, this is how I feel about it. But obviously she wants to continue, because if she didn't, then she wouldn't be listing all these facts. She said it was good, but there was that but. That butt factor it's that butt that a lot of people
I don't
are
think
not
she would
okay
have gave
with.
you and I don't think she would have gave him the list if she wasn't planning on having sex with him again.
Exactly. And then a lot of people are like, oh, this is a virgin, okay, well, so then I can shape them into what I want, you know?
Exactly.
So, I mean, it was cool that she was honest about it, but I feel like uh, I also agree with him. It's both ways. It's both ways. Like, damn, that does suck that's how that she came at you. And I mean, some people aren't okay with, he could be like, hey, that's hard. That's hard. That's
Well, I
hard.
was. Well, I will say this because you brought up a good point, and I want to clarify something. It was, it was dope that she talked to you,
Right.
but cause I said something, and this is game one. I guess we just giving out game today. So game 101. Ask women in general. So like, you should have had this list before you had sex, and then you probably would have did much better. That's what you have to do. And this is not told to, and this is something I want to stress because it's not told to young men. So just so you know, as a young man moving forward, as you have more and more sexual experiences in relationships or whatever, ask the woman before you have sex what she likes, what she doesn't like. Get the blueprint. Why? You ain't got to go in there and figure it out, fam. You can just get the cheat codes and you're going to have a way better time because women are not like men. A woman only got to learn how to suck dick one time. You gotta learn how to eat a pussy. Every girl gonna like her pussy ate some different ways.
Everybody different.
Hey man, especially women, you gonna have to do something. It's a whole different thing, man. Every woman is a totally different Rubik's cube. So yeah. That's my opinion. So definitely just ask ahead of time. This can save a lot of this trouble, but definitely take her notes because these notes seem pretty good. That's the only thing I couldn't comment on. Like, I was going to be like, she being ridiculous, but honestly, these notes are pretty good. There's a lot of good advice in here.
And that was for her, though. That was for her.
And that ain't straight for her.
That.
Hey, facts, though, because you could try this on another woman and none of it worked. So definitely, that is for her. I think we're going to do one more, then we're going to wrap it up. All right, let me see what else I got. We could probably try to do a short one. Let me see. This is a good one. Oh, you gonna like this one, Sans. This is a crazy one. You gonna like this shit, bro. I swear you gonna like it. All right, so check this out, guys. I don't know why my scenes keep disappearing. All right, so check this out. My girlfriend, a 25-year-old female, will be introducing me, a 28-year-old male, to her friends tonight, and she wants me to entertain them with lies about my penis.
Lies.
Yes. This is where we're going right now. Apparently, this is a thing that a woman can ask a man. Okay, so check this out. This morning, my girlfriend decided to tell me that her friends are under the impression that I have a monster cock. I asked what made them think that, and she said it's what they've come to expect based on her past relationships. My girlfriend joked about having a reputation for being a size queen. Ooh, sir. The thing is, I know you're not that guy because you right in this conversation. She wants you to lie, so you're not that guy. So I know that this is a hard thing for you to swallow. Well, we're gonna continue. A reputation that recently had to make room for my average size penis. I had to read between the lines here and there because my girlfriend seemed ashamed and I didn't want to push too hard. But from what I gathered, she really enjoyed bragging about her ex's supersized cum cannons. Why did you call it that? She really enjoyed bragging about her ex's supersized cum cannons, and it kind of got to the point where it's become a running joke amongst her friends. My girlfriend informed me that her friends are literally betting on how big I am below the belt and encouraged me to play along because it's become somewhat of a tradition to tease the new man in her life about how big his dick is. Whoa. It was a lot to process. It's a lot for me to process. I asked my girlfriend to give me some time to figure it out. I asked my girlfriend to give me some time to figure out how I feel. I'm at work right now, obsessing instead of focusing. Don't get me wrong. I'm proud to have an average penis. It's probably unremarkable compared to the penises in porn, but mine makes me happy. And before this morning, I had zero doubts that it also made my girlfriend happy. Woo! Exactly. It also doesn't help that she prefers that I withhold the truth about my size in front of her friends. Not that it's any of their business to begin with, but here we go. But here we are. How do I proceed? Woo! Okay, so let me this is a lot, bro. First of all, it's so many red flags. It's so many. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. Do I start with the fact that your girlfriend cares more about her friends being able to get their jokes off than she cares about your self-esteem as a man? Because there's no woman on this fucking planet that thinks that she can say that to a man and not have his fucking soul break in front of her. Especially if you actually love this woman. This is not a one-night stand. This is a girl that you're actually in a relationship with. You know, I'm pretty sure you guys are in love, and then she basically tells you that your dick is smaller than every other guy she's ever been with. That's a hard pill to swallow, no matter how confident of a man you are. But anyway, then we have to deal with the fact that on top of the fact that she has completely disparaged you, ruined your self-esteem, tore you down as a man and your manhood, and then she wants you to go in front of her friends and lie about it to make her look good. That's a whole nother conversation. And then on top of all of that, we have to deal with the fact that you have new information that your girlfriend is a size queen and you ain't know that. Now, in case you aren't new to this and you don't know what's going on, a size queen is the type of woman that only enjoys or prefers large penises. And a size queen means the larger, the better. We're talking about as big as you can give it. That's as much as she wants. So if you're an average guy, this is going to be a little daunting. And the fact that it is such a thing in her life, is such a thing in your life that all your friends know about it, and it's a thing that you guys do. First of all, how many guys do you bring around that they have enough ammunition? I guess they have enough of a flow of new men throwing huge penis in you that they have a game that they play when new dudes come around.
That part.
Like that means that she's doing, not only is she's finding the big ones, she's finding a lot of the big ones. And she's very proud of it. So it sounds like this may be a part of her identity, which may be a red flag for your relationship because she may be feeling unfulfilled. Wait, I'm sorry, let me try this one more time. She may be feeling unfulfilled. All right, sorry. I had to get that one out. She may be feeling unfulfilled. All right, so, because I mean, it's a lot to ask. So yeah, are you wrong? No. I think that you should choose, I think you should stand up for yourself. And you may not have the biggest you may not have the biggest penis in the world, but you can show her you got the biggest balls in this relationship. What I would do is lay down the hammer and tell her, hey, I am not playing this game with you and your friends. I am me. If you don't like that, then that's where I'm at with it. And I would suggest that, first of all, I don't even want to go around your friends at this point. You have completely ruined that aspect of our life. I'm not doing that, number one. But then number two, if I were to hang around them, you need to go have a conversation and tell them, don't even say that shit to me. Like, that's weirdo shit. That's not cool. Because imagine this conversation if it's a man talking about a woman. Hey, I need you to go in there and lie about your pussy being tight. Because that motherfucker loose as hell. And we both know that. We both know it's loose, and I'm going to go tell all my friends about it because every time I bring a new girl around, we like to write how tight our pussy is because that's how much ass I get. That's fucking humiliating, and how dare she think that's okay? So yeah, I think it's silly. I think you should stand up for yourself, and I don't think you should participate in none of this bullshit at all. Sans, come on, give it to me. What you got?
I agree. Damn, I'm agreeing with you this whole thing.
Hey, I'm with it today, guys. Okay, cool.
I just feel like, damn, like, girl, first of all right, I know that we talk, okay? I know ladies talk.
True.
You know, we be having our little, brunches, like girls be getting together and we talk. I don't care what nobody says, we talk. But what are we talking about? And that part for me is, I don't know about her friends. My friends, we just be like, was it good? If it was good, then we good. If it was trash, then it was trash. And obviously you on to the next. Sometimes you can work with it. Sometimes you can't. But why would you lie to your friends? Why? I feel like that was really, it's disrespectful. You want me to lie? Now you want me to lie. You want me to be a liar with your friends. Like, do you like it or not? What's up?
Facts. Facts. Do you like it or what? That would be my only question. So are you trying to tell me something? Is this like, the beginning or the end?
Because at this point, I can't grow it. I can't grow it. Women stop growing at the age of 18. Men, I think about the age of 21. Like, at that point, it is what it is. And, if he's confident in himself and all that, then, size shouldn't matter. And on top of that, like, why do you want me to lie to your friends? Why are you lying to your friends?
And then that's what I'm saying. So like, is it that important? Like that's the thing. So it's so important to your identity with your friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a different level. Like even if you got, like for instance, like you said, women talk, right? So even if you have your girl talk and your girl's probably, let's say you like a certain type of dude, right? They may expect that, but like you wouldn't ask the guy, like let's say you like rappers or whatever. And let's say you date a guy that fucking, he's a nerd, or let's say he works in IT, not even nerd, but he just works in IT. And then you take him around your friends and like, can you lie about being a rapper because it's really important? They think that I date rappers. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's so a part of your identity that you feel like you need to lie. That's weird. That's weird shit. It's weird. Matter of fact, I didn't even think about it. She a weirdo. Find somebody else, fam. That's what I'm saying.
I agree. I agree. Because if you got to sit up there and lie to your people, like, why am I here? Why am I here?
And then you didn't gave this man a complex because he was so confident and happy with himself. Now he's second guessing his body parts. And this is what women don't understand. This for men is a huge thing. So he may deal with this for his next 2 or 3 relationships. It may be a whole thing between him and the next woman trying to make sure he measures up when beforehand he was completely fine. He didn't even think it was a problem. Now he's trying to figure out if he okay. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, why would you do that to anybody, man? That's not cool. I don't know. I'm glad that we agreeing for once. This is working out, man.
That ain't it. That ain't it. Like I don't even want to tell you to leave her, but she got to figure out what's going on with her.
She got to fix that.
That's not even a you problem. That's a her.
Okay, so look, we got an update. So I didn't even read it. So I don't know what the update says, guys. I'm about to read it with you for the first time. There was an update to this post. So apparently, let's see what they said. Because I don't even know. We're going to find out together. I stopped reading.
Which post?
To this post.
This one. Okay.
He gave an update. So apparently something happened. All right, so let's see. It's time to call it a night on my side. My girlfriend and I decided to spend the evening unpacking what we discussed this morning instead of meeting up with her friends. She apologized for the way she made me feel and said that our relationship is more important than being celebrated by her friends for something she was known for during her whole phase. I'll be honest with y'all, ladies. These whole phases may not be phases sometimes, number one. And number two, that's the problem with a whole phase. Guys don't like the whole phase. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it may fuck up your next relationship. She apologized for the way she made me feel and said that our relationship is more important than being celebrated for blah, blah, blah. I asked if she wished I had a bigger penis, and she said no. That's a lie. Well, first of all, we know that's a lie. I asked if she was disappointed when she saw my penis for the first time, and she said no. You know that's a lie. I feel like Maury right now. That was a lie. I said if she was happy with my average penis. I asked her if she was happy with my average penis. She said yes, and then I said that then that's our business and no one else's. I made sure she understood that I'm not going to entertain her friends with false information about my penis size. I also added that if she's truly done with the whole phase, then it might be time to encourage her friends to treat her more like a person instead of a big dick magnet. Ooh, he fire right now. Last but not least, I said it's weird as... My nigga own it. I said it's weird as fuck to have friends who place bets on penises that are so-called tradition is nothing more than objectification. Ooh, not gonna lie. I got a bit fired up. I hear it. I like that. My girlfriend understood where I was coming from, and we agreed to make the necessary changes going forward. Time will tell if it's meant to be. For now, we're staying together. Thank you all for the advice. Hey! Shout out to my guy. So because a lot of times the guys that write these posts, I don't be having faith in. They be sounding like simps. But this dude did exactly what I told him he should do, which is what? Throw your nuts out there. You might not have the biggest dick, but you can still be a man. Put them big balls out there. Let her know that I'm not playing these games with you. And I'm glad, because a lot of men, and this is the thing, I'm telling you, a lot of men, or I'm not going to say a lot of men would have said no to this, but there is a percentage of the population, a large percentage, that would have rocked with this, and even if they didn't participate, wouldn't have checked her ass. So I'm glad that he checked that shit and let her know that no, it's bigger than me not lying. This is some weirdo shit. You're objectifying me. And not only did you make me feel uncomfortable, but it's not okay. And I love that fact that he stood up for himself. Shout out. Sans, what you got? You got anything to add to this?
Yes. Yes. I'm saying yes to him.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes to you.
Yes, sir.
For
Thank
being
you, sir.
honest. And yes, because you heard what I said. So I feel like that's what's up.
Yeah,
That's what's up. He did what he had to.
And that's attractive. That's what I'm saying. Confidence is attractive. And I feel like that probably turned her on. You know, you checking her and not rocking with that shit probably turned her on more than, well, I would say more than the big dick, but hopefully. Hopefully, we never know.
Lose him. That's what it sounds like. She not.
But I'm about to say that it sounds like you got it in check, man. So you know what I'm saying. Hey, handle your business, bro. I like how you out here doing your thing, man. Shout out to you.
And I might add, not everybody has a whole face. Okay. Not everybody has one of those.
Did you have a whole phase?
I did not.
Shout out. Okay.
Period. I know what I want.
Shout out to you.
And it ain't being a hoe.
Hey, man, look, the thing that's weird to me is it seems like in this generation or like in this new age era that telling someone not to have a whole face seems like you could get canceled for that. Like, you're not supposed to tell people, hey, being a hoe is not cool. Like, you know, like you're not supposed to slut shame no more. So it feels like you're not supposed to tell people or kids or young people like not to have a whole face, or especially women not to have a whole face. But I feel like that we're not that's cool to be open-minded, but we don't ever talk about the outcomes of that type of behavior. So like, yeah, you can go through 100 guys in your 20s if you want to, but by the time you get to your 30s, it's going to be hard for you to find a man. And by the time you get to your 30s, when you get through those 100 guys and you done been broken them 50 times, 75 times, relationships done tore you all kind of fuck ways up, and you didn't had your heart played with, you didn't got cheated on, you didn't caught him with this dude, you didn't, you know what I'm saying? All of that mess that comes with that decision or that line of thinking, no one talks about. So I mean, like I said, I kind of gave up on trying to tell women, you know, wait, and men and women, like you don't need 1,000 relationships like the whole. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the whole phase for men is because I was about to lie like a motherfucker and be somebody else. Not. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the whole phase for men is needed. I'm a little sexist when it comes to this, but I feel like the whole face is needed. And I got a rule, and like a pimp told me, I'm going to tell you what a pimp told me. He told me that, what do you call a key that can open any lock? We call it a master key, right? What do you call a lock that can be opened by any key? It's worthless. And why is that so? I'm about to preach, goddamn. And why is that so?
Let's go.
Because if I am a hoe as a man, what do I have to be? I have to be smart. I have to be good looking. I have to be intelligent. I have to be witty. I have to be charming. I have to text. I have to, maybe some of these, I don't do this shit, but maybe you have to take out on a date. You got to buy some shit. You got to do a few things. You got to act like you care. You got to be an emotional pet. You got to do a lot of shit to get some, well, you don't have to do that to get ass, but that comes with the territory of being with a lot of women. You're going to have to do these things to conquer them or to win or to sleep with them, right? I know that's sexist, but I'm going somewhere. Now, if you are a woman, you don't have to do none of that shit. You don't have to be in shape. You don't have to be smart. You don't have to be witty. You don't have to be cute. You don't even have to. A man can hate you. Literally not stand to be in the same room as you when you are not naked, and you can still get fucked. It doesn't even matter. You can just walk outside and just ask 10 guys, and no matter what you look like, one of those guys is going to give you some dick. That is the difference between men being hoes and women being hoes. It takes you no effort. So you get when there's no effort, you don't get an award. There's no awards for shit that takes no effort. Like, there's not a pillow fighting goddamn a gold medal that you can win because the shit easy. You know what is hard? Fucking UFC. You gotta learn some shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take a nigga down. You gotta put him in a headlight. You gotta train. You gotta run miles and shit. You gotta be able to go 5 rounds for 4 minutes long. It's some shit that come with being a UFC fighter. That's the reason why they get paid to fucking win. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm putting out there. Just some game for your brain. I don't know how we got here, but this is where we at, goddamn.
Because that's how some people are. Like, and it's crazy. Like, you know, people really shame others for not doing certain things. Like, I know whenever I talk with my friends, I don't have much to say to them as far as experience goes because I just rather save that for something else. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. I don't judge anybody for who they are. You know, do what you do. If that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. I got some friends like that's timid to the ones that's just wild. And I'm not even trying to say that like in a
Negative
negative
way.
manner. I'm just saying like you are who you are and that's fine. Embrace that shit. Just be honest with who you are. Be honest with your partners. Be honest with other
Facts.
people. And I mean, just be you. I don't feel like it's so much like judging and stuff going on. Like if you are a certain type of way, like just be you at the end of the day. Like all that other stuff don't matter. Like if you not like that, if you don't have a whole face, if you have one, like why should that matter? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel like any of that should matter. Just be you and be honest with yourself. Therefore, you can be honest with others.
And look, that's the other thing. Last piece of game before we get out of here. Be honest with your partners. Be honest with women. That's one of the things that I personally learned way too late in the game. If you're honest with women, I promise to God, all of the shit that you want to do, 9 times out of 10, they want to do too. And even the bullshit you want to do. You know how many women will... Now, I'm not saying cheating is okay. But what I am saying is, one mistake that a lot of young men make is they try to cheat on 2 women at the same time. That's not how that works. You cheat on one woman, and then one woman knows the truth. And the reason why that works is because you got to have somebody to have your back in this game, number one. But number two, if you just told the chick, because this is what happens. If you cheat on both women, whatever one, the one, when the other one finds out, because the second one's going to find out, she's going to be pissed the fuck off. And then she's going to go fuck off your life. This is going to go make it her job to ruin everything you got going on. But if you had just told her, hey, I'm in a relationship, but I still want to fuck you. Are you into that? And if you, some women, not even some, I would say probably got a lot of women, 50-50 chance. I'll probably put it out there like that, 50-50 chance. She might be like, all right, because you gave her the opportunity to make a choice. So that's what I'm saying. Now higher level thinking, that's a no-no. We don't cheat no more. This is 2021. That shit is stupid. You just tell her, hey, if you don't want to be with just her, you let her know that. You don't got to lie no more. Just tell her straight up, hey, I want to have sex with you with other women. Just be honest. You don't have to do that shit no more. Lying is lame, is whack. Be a stand-up guy. Tell the truth, and your life will be a whole lot easier. Because, again, if you just told the woman, hey, I want to hang out with you, have sex, but I probably will be banging other chicks, then she may be okay with that. Maybe completely okay with it. But you will never know if you don't ask her.
It's a lot of people out here that's practicing that polyamory.
And polygamy, polyamory, yeah.
So it's like, just be honest. It's a lot of women. It's some people that's really, that's about it. Like,
and like 70% of women are like bi now shit. I mean, like back shit. Well, I would say like what? When I was in high school, it was not cool for girls to be. It was not cool for girls to be bi. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a. You remember this? It was a saying, strictly dickly. You ain't heard. I saw a post the other day. You ain't heard a bitch say strictly dickly in about 5 years.
But I heard that so many times.
But I'm saying, you ain't heard I saw a Facebook post yesterday where it was like, you ain't heard a bitch say strictly dickly in about 5 years. Because everybody bisexual now. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know that many straight women no more. I don't even know that many. I would say out of every 10 women I know, 7 of them kind of with the shits. Like, even if they not bisexual, they with the shit. Like, they, all right,
but we people that used to judge me back then.
Oh, with it now, right? I had another girl tell me that. I had another woman tell me that, where she was like, her friends, used to talk shit about them, and all of them poly now all of a sudden. So yeah, I feel you. It's a thing now. It's in now.
It's a thing. That's the first question I ask when I'm dating. That's the first question I ask because I need to know. I'm a monogamous person, and it's fine if you are not. But that's the first question that I ask. Like, hey, are you poly? Because I need to know.
That's funny that you got to ask that. Because 5 years ago, you would never have had to ask that. That's not even a thing 5 years ago.
I didn't know what that was.
Crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was back then.
Well, look, I know everybody like, this podcast went off the rails. Look, that's what the fucking podcast is for. Talk about random shit. These stories, you just on the other shit. But all right, so we about to wrap up, guys. Sans, you want to shout out your IG?
Sans with the locks with WIT THE locks LOS.
Thank you for spelling that out for us completely. Okay, so
Sans SANDZ.
Okay, there you go. All right, so I gotta do some work real quick. So We have a sponsor now. The sponsor for this episode is Oil Well CBD. Their Instagram is Oil Well CBD on Instagram, or you'll be able to go to my Instagram tomorrow. So by the time this is out, it should be up. And go to my post, I am Joe Stone, or go to my page, I am Joe Stone, and then go to my post. You'll be able to find theirs and click on it and then follow them. The reason why I'm saying that is because we're doing a $300 giveaway. Picking 3 people, giving them $100 each. This is a real giveaway. I know there's a lot of internet giveaways that be full of shit. Nobody ever gets picked or they get the money to their friend. This is a real giveaway from a real company really paying me to pay you some money. So I can't keep it. I suggest that you go to my Instagram. We'll go to their Instagram, Oil Well CBD, OILWELL CBD. Sans gave me the idea. Oil Well CBD, and go to the post and play, enter the win. The instructions on there, goddamn. So Oil Well CBD, they're the new sponsor for the podcast. We appreciate them. Thank you for making this show possible. And again, if you are still listening, please go leave a review on Apple and Spotify. Give us the 5 stars. Write a review. I will be reading the reviews at the end of the show from now on to thank everybody who, left one. And give us that 5 stars. We're one of the fastest growing podcasts in the world right now. That's because of your help and your support. We're trying to make this thing, a bigger thing, and it will only happen with your support. So we're very appreciative and we thank you. So until the next time, I am Joe Stone, and this is the Church of Joe Stone podcast. Good night.